Now at 5:30 on Newswatch.
President Barack Obama speaks at Ohio University this evening. The crowd forms early in anticipation of the president's visit.
And in sports, an Ohio football player is in big trouble.
Broadcasting live from WOUB-TV in Athens. This is Newswatch.
President Barack Obama is set to speak on the campus of Ohio University in just minutes. Good evening, everyone. I'm Kaylee Bourgeois.
And I'm Kelsey Hoke. He is expected to take the stage on College Green by 6 p.m.
Justin Kohler is speaking right now and is on the stage. This person is speaking, and WOUB is streaming the event live on WOUB.org. Let's take a look at what's happening.
Because of President Obama. A few years back, I was involved in an accident that left me with a broken pelvis. Luckily for me, Obamacare allowed me to be covered by my parents' insurance plan, and I really can't imagine having gone through that experience without insurance. But then, the doctors discovered that I have a pre-existing condition. This condition will force me to have both of my hips replaced in the next couple of years. At the ripe age of 22 years old, I was told that I was going to need both of my hips replaced. But again, because of the president, no insurance company can deny me or any of you coverage because of the way we were born.
You can continue watching the live stream at home on WOUB.org. Also be sure to tune into Newswatch tomorrow evening for full coverage of the event.
More than 10,000 are expected to cram inside the event barricades to watch President Obama's speech. WOUB reporter Krista Lamandola is live inside the gates as the Obama campaign event unfolds. Krista?
Danielle Lashad just spoke and did the invocation. Right now, Justin Coolin is speaking, so we will be awaiting Obama to address the Ohio University community very shortly. The gates opened only 2 hours ago, and the crowds have just flooded in. I even got to talk to some of the people that were waiting in line today, and it's no surprise that since Ohio is a swing state, many of the people I spoke with were undecided voters. Additionally, Ohio University had some tuition increases this year, so many of the students that I spoke with said that they hope that Obama addresses providing maybe a more reliable college education. We also know that additionally, many of the counties in Southeast Ohio have unemployment rates of about 8.9 to 15.3%. So many of the other people here in the crowd would love to hear Obama speak about unemployment and the economy. Reporting live for WOUB News, I'm Krista Lamandola.
Thanks, Krista. We will check back with her later in the program for an update on the event.
Obama campaign staff and Ohio University employees have been setting up for the Obama event since yesterday. Several hundred sections of fencing, a stage with risers, tents, and porta potties have been set up to accommodate the 14,000 expected attendees. And security measures have also been increased to prepare for the president's arrivals. Many roads have been closed since 8:30 this morning, and College Green was shut down from 11 to 3 for a security sweep today. Houses and dorms near the area were assigned to a security guard at the entrances, and the buildings and residents were ordered not to close their blinds and windows from 12 to 9.
Folks started lining up bright and early this morning. A crowd of mainly students filled the sidewalks along Union Street. Another line was formed along Court Street. While they were waiting, some sat on the sidewalk and read books. Others brought their laptops, and many were eating lunch around noon. Doors didn't open until 3 o'clock, but one student got there at 9 in the morning. She was the first in the blue ticket line.
Well, I knew that they handed out a lot of tickets, and I knew that this was a big event and a lot of people were going to show up, and so I wanted to be able to be in the front and be able to hear and see what was going on and make sure I actually got in.
Some of the students in line said they hoped the president would talk about keeping the cost of a college education under control.
Before coming to Ohio University, President Obama was at Cornell College in Iowa this morning. After last night's debate, he ridiculed Mitt Romney's 5-point plan for the economy, calling it a sketchy deal. At today's rally, Obama said Romney won't reveal details about how to pay for his proposed 20% tax cut. The president also responded to Romney's controversial debate remarks about binders, saying when it comes to new math and science teachers, we don't have to collect a bunch of binders to find qualified, talented, and driven young women. Obama isn't the only one on the campaign trail in Ohio today. Mitt Romney's GOP running mate Paul Ryan made a stop at Baldwin Wallace University near Cleveland. Both candidates have visited several Ohio campuses. Ohio University is the 5th campus Obama has visited in less than a month. Obama kicked off his campaign in May at Ohio State, and Ryan visited his alma mater, Miami University, as one of his first stops of the campaign season.
Governor Mitt Romney is on the campaign trail today. He spent his morning in Virginia. The Republican nominee told supporters that Obama has failed young American women, making them suffer through high unemployment and high poverty rates during his term. Romney claimed he had a plan to help them. He highlighted the number of women who served in his administration when he was governor of Massachusetts. After last night's debate, it became clear that both candidates are attempting to court women voters. Republican vice presidential candidate Paul Ryan says President Barack Obama doesn't offer any new ideas to turn around the economy. Ryan says Mitt Romney has a plan to increase jobs in energy and small businesses. The Wisconsin congressman says all Obama is giving the country is a growing debt and no solutions.
When we see a president speak to our darker emotions of fear and envy and anxiety, that's not what we do in this country. That's not how you win elections. You see, the president, he can't run on his record. It's a terrible record. We've got a debt crisis staring us in the face, and he's given us nothing but 4 budgets with trillion-dollar deficits every day, every year, and no solutions.
Ryan said the president speaks about fear and anxiety, but that isn't what we do in this country.
Last night, President Obama faced the Republican candidate for president, Governor Mitt Romney, in New York. They covered national security issues, the economy, education, and gas prices. Conversation was heated on the topic of Libya and who was responsible for last month's attack that left the U.S. ambassadors to Libya dead. This debate was in town hall format, meaning the candidates answered questions from voters and could directly face each other to answer them.
What is the biggest difference between you and George W. Bush?
Mr. President, I voted for you in 2008. What have you done or accomplished to earn my vote in 2012?
Here's what we did. There were a whole bunch of oil companies.
No, I had a question, and the question was, how much did you cut them by?
You want me to answer
How much did you cut them by?
I'm happy to answer the question.
All right, and it is?
Here's what happened.
Polls showed Romney coming into the debate ahead of the incumbent in support, but President Obama's campaign staffers promised an energetic second performance. Neither candidate left much unchallenged.
As we mentioned, President Barack Obama's visit to Ohio University in Athens this evening comes on the heels of the second presidential debate held at Hofstra University in New York. OU College Republicans hosted a debate watch party on campus last night. Communications Chair Dylan Gustafson says it's a way for the group to have some dialogue about the issues. Athens County Republican Party Chair Pete Kalatis attended and says he felt Romney had a strong showing in the town hall style debate.
Well, I don't know that anybody really won. I think the key here is for each candidate to defend their positions, clarify misconceptions, and I think Romney did another great job of laying out his positions.
Just 3 weeks remain before Election Day. The candidates will face off for a final time October 22nd.
Experts have been talking about the demeanor of the candidates last night as being something that could turn off voters, but none of the voters we spoke to had concern with their candidates' approach. While people in Athens are waiting for the president to speak tonight, they are also looking back on last night's debate. We talked to people from both parties about how they feel each candidate did. Here's what they had to say.
I think President Obama definitely did a lot better job. And, I'm hoping in the next one he talks about all the good things that are going on instead of buying into that somehow this country's falling apart, which I don't think it is.
I feel like they're fairly equal in their debate, and I'm out here just seeing what's going on because I feel like President Obama is the president and he's to be honored for being our president, even though I am a registered Republican and not going to vote for President Obama.
The internet was buzzing, or more appropriately, tweeting like crazy throughout the second presidential debate yesterday. The 90-minute television event was a big hit on social media sites, including Twitter and Facebook. In fact, the debate was the top political event of all time on social media and placed third among top social media events of any kind. 12.24 million comments came in on Twitter and Facebook, according to Bluefin Labs. 54% of comments came from women and 46% came from men.
When we come back, we'll have another live look at the Obama campaign event on Ohio University's campus in Athens.
The president is expected to begin speaking at 6 p.m. Plus, the Ohio school district ratings have been released next on Newswatch.
15 years, 15 legends, 15 amazing careers. The kings and queens of comedy, each crowned with our nation's highest honor for humor. Tune in this year as the comedy world convenes once again in Washington, D.C. to honor the next recipient of the Kennedy Center Mark Twain Prize, awarded this year to the incomparable Ellen DeGeneres. Tuesday, October 30th, 8 p.m., only on PBS.
Next time on Austin City Limits.
It's all about the way you choose. Ain't nobody else that can make things right. 'Cause baby, it's down to you. Yeah, Mars, up freedom's highway. Yeah, Mars, each and every day. Made up my mind.
WOUB reporter Krista Lamandola is live inside the gates at the Obama campaign event with the latest. Krista?
Where the Barack Obama campaign rally is going on. And let me tell you, the energy is at an ultimate high. We've had some very inspirational speakers already talk about things, reference the debate that occurred last night. And right now, former Governor Ted Strickland is really revving everyone up, getting everyone excited for Barack Obama to come on shortly. So right now, we're going to take a look and see what Ted Strickland has to say.
Into my life, into my life. Got to get you into my life, into my life. Got to get you into my life, into my life. Got to get you.
3 Ohioans have been indicted for voter fraud in the past elections. The Franklin County prosecutor said they all tried to vote twice by absentee ballot, 2 of them in the 2010 general election and 1 in a 2008 primary. Illegal voting is a 4th-degree felony and could mean a prison sentence of up to 18 months. The eagerly awaited Ohio school and district ratings were finally released today. After previously being delayed by a statewide review of student attendance data, the results were posted by the Ohio Department of Education in a spreadsheet. This information is considered preliminary as Ohio Auditor Dave Yost investigates enrollment and attendance regularities around the state. The release was decided upon partly because Election Day is approaching and many districts are pursuing levy and bond issues.
An Ohio teen has been sentenced to 15 years to life in prison. The Butler County prosecutor says 18-year-old Michael Ray was found guilty of fatally stabbing his stepfather on Father's Day. 36-year-old Brian Schmidt was stabbed June 17th at the family's home just north of Hamilton. Ray told the jury he killed Schmidt in self-defense. Ray's mother said her husband attacked her son before getting stabbed. A Central Ohio boy has been critically injured after a neighbor accidentally backed a riding lawnmower over him. Deputies say 4-year-old Joseph Lowry from Pataskala wandered to his neighbor's yard and stepped behind the mower, which backed into him. The Licking County Sheriff says the child suffered catastrophic injuries to his legs. The child is in critical condition at the hospital and has undergone treatments for his injuries and is in shock.
Police say 3 people are dead after a shooting at an apartment complex in Northwest Ohio. Lake Township Police Chief Mark Hummer said a man shot 5 people in 2 apartments Tuesday night before coming outside and firing on officers. 2 police officers returned fire and killed him. 3 other people shot in the apartments were hospitalized.
West Virginia's Supreme Court must now decide whether 2 widows can sue federal mine inspectors for their husbands' deaths. Dolores Bragg and Frida Hatfield believe the U.S. Mine Safety and Health Administration should have detected dangerous conditions at Massey's Energy Mine. Dawn Bragg and Ellery Elvis Hatfield died in the Logan Mine during a 2006 fire.
A Florida judge has set a tentative trial date next year for the Neighborhood Watch volunteer charged with fatally shooting Trayvon Martin. Judge Deborah Nelson set June 10th as the start of George Zimmerman's trial on a second-degree murder charge. Zimmerman claims that the shooting of Martin was in self-defense. Zimmerman's defense team tweeted after the hearing that they will likely ask for a stand-your-ground hearing.
Foxconn, a manufacturing giant, admits that interns as young as 14 have worked at one of its Chinese plants. The company is one of the world's largest suppliers of components for the electronics industry. Foxconn said an internal investigation found underage workers worked at the plant for about 3 months. Working conditions at Foxconn factories have been under the spotlight since the 2010 overwhelming number of worker suicides at its plants.
And on Wall Street today, a surprisingly strong housing report helped push stocks modestly higher, even as weak earnings reports from Intel and IBM weighed on the Dow Jones Industrial Average.
Today was a beautiful day in the 70s, but we do have a cool down ahead as well as some possible rain in the forecast. I'll have details of that coming up in weather.
Time on Nature.
You could hear this growl. I was like, okay, we got something real bad here.
Hey,
yeah, buddy.
Out of the shadows,
So little known about these doggone animals.
a phantom emerges.
It's absolutely impossible for any human being to keep up with a wolverine.
There she goes.
With an appetite for survival.
What wolverines can do is just beyond human.
The most trusted crime-fighting tools may not be as bulletproof as once thought.
There's a laundry list of forensic techniques that are now scrutinized.
Nova puts forensics under the microscope to find out how good science can go bad.
I don't belong here. I'm innocent.
And how new technology can serve justice. Forensics on Trial on Nova.
Welcome back to the Newswatch Weather Center. As I mentioned, we did have temperatures in the 70s today. If we can take a look at the current surface map, I'll tell you exactly why we were seeing those temperatures. We do have high pressure just off to the east coast, and that's been keeping us under fair weather, plenty of sunshine, just a few clouds out there, but we are going to be keeping our eye on this cold front that will be making its way into our forecast throughout the day tomorrow. We did, as I mentioned, we were sitting in the upper 70s today, but right now we have cooled off here. Your current temperature is 73 in Athens as well as Chillicothe. It seems to be a popular number down to the south as well. 75 down in Huntington, 76 the warm spot in Ripley, and a little bit cooler off to our north and east in St. Clairsville as well as Steubenville. Today we did hit a high of 75 degrees. But for the overnight conditions, we are going to keep some clouds starting to move into the forecast and gradually begin to increase in that cloud cover, becoming mostly cloudy by 3 a.m., dropping down from 67 to 59 by 3 a.m. But the official low for tonight, we are going to see about 56 degrees, mostly cloudy skies, mild. Again, those clouds are moving in as that cold front will be moving in the region for tomorrow. So here's your daily planner. We are going to start to see some rain showers throughout the day tomorrow with increasing cloud covers, 59 degrees by 9 a.m. p.m., warming up to about 64 by 3 p.m. It does look like we are going to hold on to those showers for the afternoon, but by late in the afternoon, we will see a decrease in clouds as well as a decrease in that chance for rain showers. So your official high for tomorrow will be 65 degrees with winds out of the south at 10 to 15 miles per hour, so it will be a little more on the breezy side. So for tomorrow, again, we're going to sit in the 60s, but once that cold front comes through, we are going to be seeing temperatures dip into the 50s. It looks like right now for Friday, we are going to be seeing temperatures in the upper 50s, so that will be about a 10-degree difference from what we will be seeing tomorrow. So here's your service analysis for Thursday. Again, there's that cold front that's moving through, and that will be bringing showers with it. And we are going to be seeing an isolated to a little more scattered chance for Friday that will actually continue into Saturday, because we are going to be keeping our eye on this low pressure that will be making its way into Saturday. But right now, it does not look like Saturday will be a washout. Here's a look at your 7-day forecast. Again, keeping the rain in the forecast for the weekend, but it does not look like we're going to hold on to the rain all day on Saturday. For Sunday, we will see the clouds move in. We are going to keep it a little bit cooler for the weekend, but then we are going to start to warm up by Sunday and hit 70 degrees by Monday again and bring out that sunshine once more. So we just got to hang through the weekend with a little bit cooler temperatures in the rain. But the week ahead is looking absolutely beautiful.
Definitely, and I think most Athens residents are most concerned about today because they're outside to see Obama.
Well, they have nothing to worry about, no rain for tonight.
Definitely. Well, what can we expect in sports tonight?
Well, in sports, we have the Ohio golf team finished up their play yesterday, and an Ohio football player is arrested. Next on Newswatch.
Years ago, the decisions of three men, JFK,
Kennedy's head is in a vice.
Khrushchev,
Khrushchev is now feeling very vulnerable.
and Castro
Castro is getting angrier and angrier.
pushed the world to the brink of nuclear war in a battle to see who'd blink first.
All three believed that once the war started, there would be no stopping it.
Cuban Missile Crisis. Three men go to war. Tuesday, October 23rd at 8/7 Central, only on PBS.
On Frontline, in the last election, few seemed to doubt that climate change was real.
Climate change poses a growing danger.
The risks of climate change are real.
But today, a successful campaign has been waged to introduce more than a shadow of doubt.
This massive global conspiracy.
If you pay scientists enough money, they'll find what you want them to find.
They are cooking the data.
How did it happen, and who's behind it? Frontline investigates Climate of Doubt.
WOUB reporter Krista Lamandola is still live inside the gates at the Obama campaign event with the latest. Krista?
Thank you, Kaylee. Again, this crowd is nothing but anticipation. Everyone wants to hear Barack Obama, but there is one more speaker that's going to speak before Obama comes on, and her name is Shannon Welsh. Now, let me tell you a little bit about Shannon. She's actually the president of the OU College Democrats Club here on the campus of Ohio University, but she has a special relationship with the Barack Obama campaign. She actually interned there over the summer, and apparently that's how she got the connection and got President Obama to make a pit stop at Athens, Ohio for part of his campaign. Again, we'll be seeing her come on shortly, and then there's nothing left to wait for. President Obama will be addressing the Ohio University community. Reporting live for WOUB News, I'm Krista Lamandola.
An OU football player has been arrested after police say he and 4 other men attacked a freshman who had been sitting on a bench. 19-year-old Mike Lucas was charged with felonious assault Monday following the incident early Sunday morning. The Ohio University Police Department states the attack was near Sargent Hall on the campus's West Green. According to the police report, the incident was alcohol-related. Lucas is a redshirt freshman offensive lineman from Chicago. He has a hearing set for October 25th in Athens County Municipal Court. Ohio Assistant Athletic Director and team spokesman Tom Simmons says Lucas has been suspended pending the investigation. Ohio's men and women's golf teams each played yesterday in different tournaments. The men competed in the Earl Yestingmeyer Invitational in Muncie, Indiana. Leading the way for the Bobcats was freshman Michael Engelman. He finished tied for 26th with a 3-round score of 226. The other 4 Bobcats competing in the tourney finished in 31st, 41st, 43rd, and 44th respectively. The women competed in the fall preview in Nashport, Ohio. In the team portion of the event, the Bobcats were led by Angela Codian. Codian scored a 2-round score of 159, which placed her tied for 20th. Ohio's other finishers placed 41st, 46th, 57th, and 75th. In the individual event, Bobcat Julie Lechner had a second-round personal best score of 75. Her two-round score was 158, which was good enough to win the event. Ohio goalie Brittany Walker wins her third MAC Defensive Player of the Week honor. She was honored for making 7 saves over the weekend against Missouri State. The Bobcats beat Missouri State 5-1 on Saturday. Walker is ranked 10th nationally with a 1.33 goals against average. She also leads the MAC in shutouts and save percentage. She earned her other 2 awards for shutting out St. Joe's and making 10 saves against Ohio State. Ohio is next on the field Friday afternoon at 2 p.m. against Central Michigan. Nike is severing ties with famed cyclist Lance Armstrong. Nike is citing insurmountable evidence that Armstrong participated in doping and misled the company for more than a decade. The company said today that it was ending the contract with great sadness. Nike said it will continue to support the initiatives of Livestrong, a cancer nonprofit organization. In baseball, the Detroit Tigers have taken a 3-0 series lead over the New York Yankees after last night's 2-1 win. Justin Verlander pitched a shutout through 8 innings before giving up a solo home run in the 9th. He allowed 3 hits and struck out 3 through 8 1/3 innings for the Tigers. The Tigers led off the scoring in the 4th with a solo home run by Delman Young. Then in the 5th, Miguel Cabrera doubled to right center to score Quentin Berry. In the 9th, the Yankee shortstop Eduardo Nunez hit a solo home run off Verlander. But after 2 other people reached base, Raul Ibanez struck out swinging to end the game. Yankees starting pitcher Phil Hughes only pitched 3 innings before being pulled for a stiff back. The Tigers are looking to pull off the sweep tonight at 8 p.m. The San Francisco Giants and the St. Louis Cardinals are playing Game 3 right now. As of 5:20 p.m., the Cardinals lead the Giants 2-1 in the bottom of the 4th. The series is tied 1-1 after the Giants won Game 1 and the Cardinals won Game 2. Tonight's matchup is between Giants pitcher Matt Cain and Cardinals pitcher Kyle Loesch. Cain started this year's All-Star game for the National League, but has struggled in the playoffs. He has not made it through the 6th inning in either game and allowed 3 runs in each. Loesch is coming off only allowing 1 run in his last start through 7 innings. Cain and Loesch both won 16 games this season. Giants second baseman Marco Scutaro is in the lineup tonight after hurting his leg in Game 2. Team USA beat Guatemala 3-1 last night. Oh, well, that looks like it. Baseball tonight, 2 games. Playoffs, you got NLCS and ALCS, so should be a great night.
You know, we're just getting closer and closer to that World Series. I'm just wondering who's going to make it in. You know, Obama being here, and there's just so much exciting stuff happening this week. And
definitely, yeah, Obama and baseball tonight.
Yeah,
great stuff.
Well, thanks, Todd. And stay tuned tonight on WOUB. Here's a look at what's coming up next on your public television station.
If this squirrel is right, Mitt Romney will be the next president of the United States. Serena and Chris Ash of South Carolina say their squirrel Noki has a knack for picking the best nut. Noki happened to pick the one of Romney's side of the cage. 4 years ago, he was right on the money when he chose the one on President Obama's side. The Ashes say they rescued the squirrel when he was only a tiny baby outside of an Italian restaurant.
I wonder if he's going to be right. Well, there's definitely a lot of squirrels in Athens with this weather.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about last weather.
Well, tonight we aren't going to have to deal with the rain. We will be seeing temperatures at 56 degrees. The rain, however, will move in tomorrow as a cold front makes its way to the region. 65 degrees will be your high for tomorrow. Taking a look at the 7-day forecast, we will have to contend with a bit of rain for the weekend. Thursday night, it looks like it will clear out a little bit, but we will see a return chance for Friday into Saturday. Saturday will not be a total washout. We will see some cooler temperatures behind that cold front, but the rest of the week, Sunday into Monday, it's looking perfect. Temperatures will begin to be on the rise, as well as the sun making a return. So you got to stick with this weekend, and then next week is just going to be absolutely beautiful.
Great, thanks, Elise. And if you are inside, make sure to check out our live stream of President Obama's speech at WOUB.org. And that does it for our broadcast on this 17th of October, 2012. Thanks for watching. For Elise Dolinar, Kelsey Hoke, and Todd Ward, I'm Kaylee Bourgeois.